Hello and welcome to InFocus with me, Kamran Yousuf from Islamabad. The recent Supreme Court judgment declaring the November 3 actions of General Musharraf unconstitutional has triggered a debate on certain issues. In this program, we will discuss, has the door closed to future military takeovers forever following the Supreme Court judgment? To discuss this, I am joined by, in our Islamabad studios, Mr. Ikram Sehgal, a well-known defense and security analyst, and also Mr. Nasir Bhutta, representing Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz. We are also expected to be joined by Nafisa Shah of the ruling Pakistan People's Party and Kashmala Tariq of Pakistan Muslim League Quaid-e-Azam. But anyways, we begin our discussion with our rest of our guests, and let me begin with you, Mr. Ikram Sehgal. Do you think that the Supreme Court judgment really guarantees that there will be no future military takeovers?
I don't think so. Article 6 of the Constitution has been there for a very long time. That has not prevented military from taking over. And let us be very frank about the situation at the moment. You know, we have a great habit of putting our head in ostrich-like and forgetting what's happening. At the moment, we have a situation where there is a democratic government in power, but for every big issue under the sun, they look to GHQ. They look to General Kiani, and let us take even March 15th. It was ultimately General Kiani's telephone call to Mia Nawaz Sharif, right? So at the end of the day, you have half a military functioning in any case. Now, it's not a nice thing, but it is a fact. And
so if you agree with Chaudhry Shujat that you need 2 trucks and a jeep to take over?
Well, I think you need really a telephone call. You know, not even 2 trucks and a jeep, really. But the point is very simple, that I don't agree with takeovers, by the way. I must be very clear about it. But the fact is that the situation in our country sometimes comes to where one talks about Justice Oliver Wendell Holmes and his concept of clear and present danger. When you have a situation of a clear and present danger, then there arises a need to make a change. Now, that any time a military intervenes, it is always illegal and unconstitutional. But I don't think that is going to stop them. This judgment or a million other judgments are not going to stop them.
Let me take a response from Mr. Nasir Bhutta, because your party, of course, is hailing this judgment as historic. Do you share that view that this judgment doesn't mean that we will not have future military takeovers?
Perhaps I think that what Mr. Sehgal is saying, he's saying that earlier to this there was a constitution, and constitution is of course one of the sacred document, and that has not been respected. How the judgment of the Supreme Court would prevent. Perhaps this is the idea of Mr. Sehgal, but slightly I would be different on this point of view, because I believe that earlier to this there was no such judgment condemning the issue of military dictator, because earlier to this what happened?
But they declared General Yusrappa, isn't it? At that time, even Zulfikar Ali Bhutto said that now we won't have any dictators in our country.
That declaration was only symbolic, but now practically, you know, a judgment is there in the field, which has not only condemned, not only declared somebody usurper, rather it has gone one step further, thereby declaring the entire acts, the entire ordinances illegal, unwarranted, unjustified, and revamping those acts having been done. You take even pertaining to the appointments of judges, but by an illegal act, and taking over oath of the judges.
So in your view, it's absolutely difficult for any general in future to go for such kind of adventure?
I believe that for an adventurist, there is a lesson in this judgment, and the judgment has given a message to the entire community, to the entire forces, that if at all somebody goes to attempt to subvert the Constitution, if somebody is going to this extent, and the judges now they have taken a turn, and the historic judgment has been rendered. So I believe that coupled with the Constitution, with the force of the judgment, I believe a big force is there to cross that hurdle by an intruder or by a subversion, for a subversion of the Constitution, for a person who is going to launch a coup. I think he will have to think again and again. But again, at the end of the day, whatever has been said by Sehgal, that as the military takeover happened to be a routine in Pakistan, you know, we faced a third military takeover on 12th of October 1999. And subsequently, not only this extent, it remained only a takeover on 12th of October 1999, rather it was reimbursed on 3rd of November.
Okay, we will
2007.
continue our discussion on all these issues, but it's time for a short break, so stay with us.